A very even match between two giants of Europe, in which Vinicius has been named the MVP of the match. However, Ancelotti says that Real Madrid has not shown their best football today and promises to do better for the return leg. Let's hear.
It has been a great effort for us, especially towards the end. We made a great effort to equalize the match. Honestly, I think Bayern showed their best version today, but we, on the other hand, did it partially. We played very well at times. The unfortunate coincidence was that when we were playing well, that's when we conceded the 2 goals. We were having good ball control, but they found their chance when we were not balanced, and they scored the 2 goals then. But there's nothing special. I just think the result is good and gives us confidence for the return leg. The tie is completely open for both teams. Bayern has shown players with great quality.
Vinicius has been named the MVP of the match. Today, he played as a center forward and scored 2 goals at the Allianz Arena, something no one would have thought possible at the start of the season. Do you believe Vini could develop his football career in this position, or is it temporary?
I think he could play very well there. He has learned to move without the ball and also to attack the opponent's backline, and he's doing it very well. Of course, he needs a midfielder with the ability to make a pass like the one Kroos gave him tonight. But Vini has learned to make those movements in this position and has the control right in front of goal.
How do you see the tie now? Do you see still it as evenly matched as it was yesterday?
I still see it exactly the same as yesterday. There's no surprise from what we've seen from Bayern. They have quality players like Musiala, Kane, Muller, Sane, and many others who can harm you. It's a shame that when we were doing well in the match, controlling the ball, and after Tony's opportunity to score the 2nd goal, they found us unbalanced and scored 2 goals. I think we deserve credit for recovering the match after that, with good football, effort, commitment, and help from the players who came on later in the match.
What can you say about the substitutes? The game changed with Modric and Brahim coming on. When the game was more complicated, they managed to calm the game down and calmly search for the equalizing goal. Did Modric and Brahim do what you asked them to do, bring control and calm to the game when Bayern was better in the match?
Yes, the plan was to regain control of the game, making changes with fresh energy. This is what explains Tony's substitution, as he was having a fantastic game. Luka contributed to the game, as did Camavinga and Brahim. Bellingham had to leave the field due to cramps and couldn't play anymore. But I have resources waiting on the bench, and I have to take advantage of them.
It seems you have a team with many facets. It's a team that can rise when it has taken direct blows, or that knows how to be patient and wait from behind for the opportunity to attack, or suddenly launches into attack and generates opportunities like we saw with Kroos. How is it possible to have such a chameleonic team that can do anything?
As I said before, we don't have a very clear football identity. Today we didn't want to play with a defensive block, but we played with a defensive block very slowly and with very little intensity. Although we didn't concede goals from counterattacks, I didn't like our game in the first half of the match. If we are going to defend, we have to do it with more intensity, as we did for 120 minutes against Manchester City. Today we played too softly, although later on we changed the dynamics.
Do you have confidence in recovering Bellingham's best version? We've noticed a drop in his game in recent months compared to the Bellingham at the start of the season.
Yes, of course, he will recover his best version. He had an injury that affected him a lot, but certainly he didn't show his best version tonight. I am sure that by Wednesday, he will be at 100%.
Your team started the game slow during the first half, but during the second half, they played better. Don't you think that Sane's first goal for Bayern was a defensive error from your team? Have you taken the chance to analyze that goal?
I don't want to say it was someone's error because I don't want to criticize my players. It was an error, of course. Bayern changed their players' positions, and then Sana received a fantastic pass and made a good shot.
During the first half of the match and part of the second, Toni Kroos seemed like the only player with more ability to find solutions.
Well, I think it's quite normal for him to be one of the few players with the best solution. He is one of the best midfielders with this quality. So there's nothing new in how his game was. We wanted to improve the game. We had trouble regaining the ball, just like Bayern did. And when it comes to ball control, Toni does it like no one else.
The tie is even, and now the return leg will be played at the Bernabeu. Every team in Europe knows what it's like to play at the Bernabeu when Real Madrid has to win to reach a final. How do you expect the atmosphere at the Bernabeu to be? What message do you send to the fans?
The Bernabeu is the same as always. We have reached this point of the season with a great opportunity to reach another final. But we know it's going to be very difficult and complicated to achieve it, because today we saw that we played against a great rival. The tie is even, but certainly our fans will help us without a doubt.
For the return leg, do you think Bayern will attack you from the wings as they did today? Or will it be a match where you have more possession and they wait for you to attack?
Personally, in football, I see two things. When you have the ball, you have to attack well, and when you don't have it, you have to defend well, and this is what we have to think about. We can't expect to have possession for 90 minutes, just as we can't think that we will defend for 90 minutes. There will be many moments like we saw today. I repeat what I said before. Today we didn't show the best version Real Madrid has, and I trust that we can show it next Wednesday.